What's up, YouTubers? It's your old buddy Hardworker12 with you here, and it looks like Subaru of Canada kind of messed up because apparently they put pictures of the new Forester Wilderness, which has been rumored for a while, on their website before the official announcement. So this is one of those pictures here. This is a 2022 Forester Wilderness. It's essentially an official photo. You'll notice the geyser blue paint, which is also available on Outback Wilderness. That's probably going to be the signature color for the Wilderness line of Subarus moving forward. You'll also notice the same sort of black decal on the hood that you get on Outback Wilderness. The wheels appear to be the same as the wheels on an Outback Wilderness. The fog lights as well, that little kind of Gatling gun fog light. So it's basically, they just took the Outback Wilderness package and put it on the Forester. You have the additional body cladding. You have a little bit of additional ground clearance. I imagine it's going to be the same on Forester as it is on Outback. The standard Outbacks and Foresters have 8.7 inches of ground clearance. The Outback Wilderness has 9.5 inches, so I would imagine that the Forester Wilderness is going to be the same 9.5 inches of ground clearance. You have the same Yokohama Geolander all-terrain tires. So you have the dedicated off-road tires. The biggest difference, the Forester will not be getting any kind of turbo engine, apparently. It still has the same 182 horsepower standard engine that you get on all the rest of the Forester models. They're still going to do the same sort of upholstery that the Outback Wilderness has. So I expect it to be essentially very similar to an Outback Wilderness. There it is in all of its glory there. Of course, with the Outback, the turbo engine is not exclusive to the Wilderness model. That's available on other Outback models. So it doesn't really surprise me that they're not going with the turbo on the Forester, since the turbo engine isn't available in any other Foresters. But looks very similar. Looks like a cool car. We'll see if it has the same sort of effect. I mean, the Outback Wildernesses so far have been very, very popular for us. People do seem to be drawn to the looks, but also I've sold a couple of them to people who are legitimately taking them off-road. So I don't know if the lack of a turbo engine may kind of dampen demand on the Forester side. Apparently the technical upgrades, you do get lower gearing out of the CVT and the rear axle on Forester Wilderness, which is something that they're also doing on the Outback Wilderness. So expect a hit on the fuel economy ratings because of the lower gearing, but also expect a little bit better traction at low speeds, you know, on kind of muddy or sand, dirt, off-road terrain, thanks to that lower gearing. It's not really a dedicated off-roader because it doesn't have a two-speed transfer case, so there's no low four-wheel drive, same as Outback Wilderness. But it is going to be more capable than a standard Forester off-road. Apparently, it's also going to add an oil cooler to the engine and differential covers underneath. So those are things that would be handy for off-roading. Of course, the differential covers to protect your differentials from hitting rocks and stuff, and then the oil cooler for the sort of sustained low-speed driving that you would be doing if you were off-roading. So anyway, apparently Subaru is going to officially announce the Forester Wilderness as soon as tomorrow. Tomorrow is September 2nd. Today is September 1st. But these pictures were leaked on accident, apparently, by Subaru of Canada once again. So there you go. Forester Wilderness. Also, apparently, this answers the question that the 2022 Forester is not going to have a turbo engine. There was some rumors that it would make a 1.8 liter turbo standard across the line to replace the 2.5 liter naturally aspirated engine that's in the cars now. It looks like the 2022 Forester is going to have the same engine, 2.5 liter, 182 horsepower. Not a bad engine. A lot of people wish for the return of the turbo, but it's certainly, the lack of the turbo is not hurting Forester sales at the moment. But I'm sure this is going to be a popular package. I don't imagine they'll build too many of them. And it'll be interesting to see if it cannibalizes Forester Sport sales, because there could be some crossover there of, people mainly buy the Sport model because they like the way it looks with the black wheels and the orange trim. And, if they look at this one and like the way this one looks better because it's a little taller and it's still got some black wheels and some black trim, hey, maybe they'll go for this instead of the Sport. So who knows? It'll be interesting to see how the two models coexist with each other on the showroom floor. But anyway, there is your 2022 Subaru Forester Wilderness. I hope to be able to get my hands on one of them soon and have a look at it in person, drive it, all that fun stuff. But we'll see. It's a waiting game now for the 2022 models, and everything's delayed and weird. So anyway, stay safe out there. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.